Welcome. I am N.S. Lavanya, Assistant Professor, Department of English, KCS Kasinadar College of Arts and Science. Dear students, in this video, I am going to teach you what is listening. Listening is receiving language through the ears. Listening involves identifying the sounds of speech and processing them into words and sentences. Listening in any language requires focus and attention. It is a skill that some people need to work harder than others. Difference between listening and hearing. Hearing is simply the act of perceiving sound by the ear. If you are not hearing impaired, hearing simply happens. Listening, however, is something you consciously choose to do. Listening requires concentration so that your brain processes meaning from words and sentences. I hope you understand the difference between listening and hearing. The first step in listening is predicting content. Listen carefully. Our knowledge of the world helps us anticipate the kind of information we are likely to hear. Moreover, when we predict the topic of a talk or a conversation, all the related vocabulary stored in our brains is activated to help us better understand what we are listening to. Depending on the context, a news report, a university lecture, an exchange in a supermarket, you can often predict the kind of words and style of language the speaker will use. This is very much useful for your writing skills too. If you are taking a listening test, skim through the questions first and try to predict what kind of information you need to listen out for. A question beginning, how many, for example, will probably require you to listen for a specific number or quantity of something. 2. Familiarize yourself with the text. It is a good idea to make predictions by looking at pictures and headings before you start to read. Think about the following questions before you read a text. What do the pictures show? What do the headings and subheadings tell you? What topic might the article be about? What do you already know about this topic? Practice predicting content. Watch or listen to a recorded TV program or clip from YouTube. Pause after every few sentences. Try to predict what is going to happen or what the speaker might say next. This is how you can predict things and improve your vocabulary. For example, if a host in a TV show stands before a zoo, we can guess that he is going to talk about different kinds of animals. This is how we can predict and think of possible terms to be used by the host. For example, ferocious, wild, menagerie, mammal, reptile, meadow. These are the words may be used by the host, so we can improve our vocabulary by listening to it. Next step is listening for gist. Information comes in a sequence, and in that sequence of information, there are content words such as nouns, adjectives and verbs that can help you form a picture, and we often call this listening for gist. For example, words like food, friends, fun, park and sunny day have their own meanings. When you hear the words in sequence, they help form the context of a picnic. When you learn new words, try to group them with other words used in a similar context. Mind maps are good for this. Likewise, you can improve your reading style, writing style, and go on improving vocabulary. Listening helps you a lot. Next step is listening for details. When listening for details, you are interested in a specific kind of information, perhaps a number, name, or object. You can ignore anything that doesn't sound relevant. In this way, you are able to narrow down your search and get the detail you need. This is very particular step in listening skills. Try to improve it. Next step is inferring meaning. We can infer the relationship between people from the words they use without having to find out directly. Take the following conversation as an example. First, A talks, "Did you buy a ticket?" Next, B says, "Yes, sir, for Paris." We can infer from the use of words ticket and Paris that this is a conversation between a conductor and his passenger. This is how we can infer words and meaning from the conversation going on. Let's look at the benefits of listening skills. The first step, LSRW skills. If you practice listening, you can improve other skills simultaneously. First benefit is you become a better student. When you focus on the material presented in a classroom, you will be able to identify not only the words used in a lecture, but their emphasis and their more complex meanings. Many times, instructors give verbal cues about what information is important, specific expectations about assignments, and even what material is likely to be on an exam. So, careful listening can be beneficial. Understand, student, that you have to become a better student. If you want to become a better friend, when you give your best attention to people expressing thoughts and experiences that are important to them, those individuals are likely to see you as someone who cares about their well-being. This fact is especially true when you give your attention only and refrain from interjecting opinions, judgments, and advice. Dear students, you will become a better friend as though if you are improving your listening skills. Likewise, you have to improve your perception. People will perceive you as intelligent and perceptive. When you listen well to others, you reveal yourself as being curious and interested in people and events. In addition, your ability to understand the meanings of what you hear will make you a more knowledgeable and thoughtful person. So, perception is very important in listening skills. You combine all those skills, then good listening can help your public speaking. When you listen well to others, you start to pick up more from arguments and present information. As a result, you have the ability to analyze what you think works. It helps you transform your speeches in the process. Similarly, you can improve all other skills. Thanks for watching this.